Oh, doggone it. I always think that's the end of the song. Hey everybody, I'm the MoeChicken. Welcome to my stream. Yes, welcome. Happy Tuesday. We are going to be playing more 3D Game Heroes tonight. And I would also love feedback on... Y'all are going to get sick of me asking about audio, I'm sure, at some point. But I have tried to change the audio again. This time, it was like, one of the things I've noticed about my streams is that my voice isn't super strong in the recordings, and I'm wondering if it's because of my filters. So I've changed the filters to improve the gain. Hopefully that won't result in me peaking the mic. If you do start hearing mic peaks, please let me know as soon as possible and I'll fix it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the game. There. All right. Get myself all situated here. All right, so we're gonna play more of this, and once again, I must get a new character. So who do I want to be this time? Lost Hat. Hako Man. Hako Man came by. I could be Tiny Woman. Vampira, Tortuga, Wheels, Venus Flytrap, Spike, Thrust. I don't know. Who do I want to be? Maybe I want to be Rad Nanner. Short-lived fruit court mascot. Bananas are totally rad, kids. By J.R.R. I was gonna try and make one. I was gonna try and make Pom Pom Purin before the start of the episode, but I failed to do so. It could be a cowgirl, I guess. It's by Mo. Yeah, all right. I'll be cowgirl. Cowgirl, away. All right. Yes, more of this. So in the last time we played this, y'all getting audio? Y'all getting audio? Let me make sure. Yeah, it's showing up for y'all. I can't hear it though. Let's see. Last time we played this, we spent most of the episode trying to find the next dungeon, and while I was eventually able to find it, it was kind of the end of the stream, so we didn't actually get to do anything. Now, since then, to try and make things a little bit easier this time, I decided to level up a couple of things. I increased my I increased the strength of my weapons, and I think I also got a new apple container. I think I wasn't able to get the silver ring, which is what I was really hoping for, because that costs 2,000 gold. It costs so much money to get the stupid silver ring. I mean, it makes sense. It's basically the analog for the blue ring from Legend of Zelda, which means that, like, you know, the blue ring was supposed to be just about the most money you could get in the game. So I guess it makes sense that it would cost a lot, but it's still annoying. But yeah, that's that. And so we're back. And so I got to get back there, but I'm pretty sure I remember how to get there, so we'll just go. My cute little hat. It's very flat on top. I wasn't expecting it to be so flat on top. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? Are you having a lovely Tuesday? I actually did not realize it was Tuesday until about halfway through the day today. I kept thinking it was Monday all day. Which is funny too, because like I had a meeting notice for tomorrow at like 9:30, and when I got it, I was talking to someone like, "Hey, I got a meeting on Wednesday, so you know I got a day before I have to worry about it." And then they were like, "Tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesday is tomorrow." I was like, "Oh no, did not realize. Whoops." So yeah, I mean it should be fine. It's not like an issue, but it was just a surprise because I would have missed it otherwise, because I would have thought it's Tuesday tomorrow. Tuesday. Hey, Jimmy. Welcome. Welcome. Back with more 3D Game Heroes. And it's a good time. I've recently been trying to, I've been watching more of my, my Legend of Mana series on YouTube, because I want to do some recording for it, but I also felt like I couldn't really remember what was going on in the game. Like, I mean, I know Legend of Mana, but the thing about playing that game is that I don't want to miss anything by accidentally triggering something in the wrong order or something like that. So I want to make sure I'm aware of like what I've done, where I've gone, and what I need to do so that I can get all the events happening like normal. So I have to kind of like remember where I'm at before I record it. But hopefully I'll be able to get it done and then get some recording done this weekend, and that would be awesome. Because I do love that game. You know, watching myself play that game is a good reminder of how much I enjoy that game, so. But I didn't realize how long ago it was that series was started. Apparently it's like 3 years old at this point. I didn't realize I've been playing it for that long. But it's a good game. Super fun game. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through that sand maze to get through here. Boo. Boo, sand maze. Not excited about the sand maze. Kill. 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 Let's see what else is going on. I've been working on a new set of little chibi characters for use with some stickers. I want to make some stickers out of them, and I got to finish coloring them. I finished doing I actually finished the coloring on one of them today, and then I need to do the others. Like I did the, what the heck, man? Where am I supposed to go again? This one? Yeah, I did the coloring on one of them today. I did the sketching on the others and started the inking on them. So it's just kind of a process, but they should be pretty fun when they're finished. I'm excited to see what they look like as stickers. Hopefully they will be fun. We'll see. Oh, wait a minute. I'm here? Oh, shoot. Okay. I had been trying to... I was in the wrong place, but I had been trying to figure out how to get to that, so that's good. Oops. Neat, though. Accidental success! Hooray! Accidental success is best success. I remember there's a clip on Twitch that I think Jimmy recorded that was called like accidental win equals best win. It was when I was playing FF8 and I accidentally won at triple triad. Oh, I wasn't good at triple triad, but what are you gonna do? Okay, that was apparently not where I was supposed to go. So where am I supposed to go? I thought I knew how to get there. Guess I don't, though. Let's see. No, it's just gonna spit me back out. Huh. Go down here? Well, this is looking... No, oh, fudge, no! No, let me off! I don't wish to be on the thing. Yes, I escaped. Hooray. Alright, that's the inn. We'll go ahead and set, sleep here so that it gets verified as our start point. Yes, yes. Good night. You did not try to charge me 300,000 gold again. Alright, see you later. Are you just supposed to take the ones where the cacti are? Is that really all you're supposed to do? Have I not noticed that thus far, and like that was the easy thing to do this whole time? Yeah, it's sort of looking like it. Super cool. Oh, well, this one has 2, so that makes it a little bit harder. All right, I think this way. Oh, another news. I have been playing. I'm still playing Golden Sun 2. I think I'm actually close to the end of the game at this point. I finally got to the part where the 2 parties join up. So if you're not familiar, in Golden Sun 1 focuses on one party, and then Golden Sun 2 focuses on the other party. And then at the end of the game, they kind of join up so you can use both parties. Kind of neat. I like that. Oh, very good. Welcome, Dan Dang Done It. I saw that you followed. I appreciate that. You love this game, huh? That's exciting. I feel like I don't hear many people talking about this game, so I mean, it's always exciting to hear someone likes it. I assume then that you've beaten it, yes? I think I've gotten as far as the 3rd dungeon, so I'm kind of starting to get out of my depth. But I hope that you will enjoy it. Yes. What was I saying? Yeah. So like, I got to the point where the 2 parties join up, which is cool because it means that it kind of does 2 things. First of all, it gives you all access to everything that you had in the first game, which is good. But it also allows you to heard it back in the day, beat it many years ago, haven't played it in a long time. All right, well, so I won't be judged harshly. That's hopefully good to know. Yeah, it does 2 things. First of all, it allows you all of your like equipment and stuff from the first game, so that's very helpful. But it also gives you access to all of their like psi energy, which I gotta say the second game really doubles the effort in terms of like all the psi energy they give you. It's just kind of ridiculous. There's so many like spells that you get in that game. But at the same time, many of them are sort of like unique to that game. So like they're not duplicates. So when you get your other party back, they're still very like valuable to have. So I'm excited. There's all kinds of stuff I can do now. That's cool. And I'm trying to decide. I've been trying to decide if I want to immediately start trying to play Dark Dawn or wait a little bit. Because I've beaten Golden Sun 1 and 2 before, but I've never played Dark Dawn, which is the DS, not sequel, the 3rd one in the series. I never played it before. And based on what I know about DS games, it probably lasts for quite a long time. It's probably a much longer game than the 2 GBA games. And so, like, I'm not sure if I really want to play through that immediately after having played through the other 2 GBA games, so I might have to take a break, which is a shame because, I mean, I kind of wanted to get the Dark Dawn and see what it's like. Ow. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. This is bad. Okay. We're going to go over here. We're going to get into the dungeon because I think if I die here, it'll put me back in the dungeon. All right, go back into the dungeon. Jeez. Went terribly. Desert Temple. Oh, Lee's not going to come out? Hello. He's dead. There's writing on the wall. Will you read it? My run command failed. Cool. All right, what are you? This is Little Boss. Beware of pit traps. Over. Okay. Oh! Got it. Got it. It's a Big Boss reference. This game has so many, like, weird references in it. This is This is Little Boss. Beware of pit traps. Over. Monstars! Oh, what's going on?
Master MoeChicken, that hole seems to be quite deep. Do be careful.
All right. Oh, this one's like a stronger version. Yes, thank you. This game is all about the spin technique. You gotta use the spin technique. Super duper helpful. Use the spin technique. Gaggle. Let's see what lurks over here.
Master, look! Look at the the center floor. I wonder what's there.
I don't know. Why don't we go there? See what... Hello. 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 I think that's a big part of why you dug this game. It's a massive love letter to game. Yeah, it is. It is. You're right. It's super fun. All right. Where is my... I can't use this? Why not? I love... No? Ah! Is that a pit trap? Is this what Little Boss was informing me of? Little Boss. Beware of pit traps. Over. Wait, no, that's not the big boss voice. The big boss voice is big boss here. Beware of pit traps. Over. Oh no.
Those guys are magi, servants of Fuel. Sword attacks won't work. Use the magic the sage gave you to deflect their spells.
Yeah, right. Yay. Ha! Sucker! Push. Push. Oh, it wore off. Okay. Wait, what? No. Haha. Eat it. Yeah, I would agree. I love the volume of like references in this game. It's really fun. It's really fun. I want that though. Got a key. Nice. Big ball here. Go to the door on the left. I had so much fun playing the first Metal Gear back when I played that. That was really enjoyable. Should play Metal Gear Solid. I want to do it at some point, but I haven't decided if I want to do it on stream or if I want to do it as a regular series. That's kind of the big holdup, is I don't know which I would prefer. Ow. Great. Oh, I can go that way. Okay. Oh, yeah? I don't want to go over there. Now I do. Just kind of going around. Big bot here. Can't stop thinking about that now. I'd recommend not streaming it. Well, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with the story. Like, I've beaten through. I played through much of the game. I think when I played it before, I got to the part where you're trying to get the what do you call it? The activation key, the one that like you have to like get like make warm and then make cold. I've done that before, and so I played a fair amount of it. Plus, I mean, I was familiar enough with the plot that I don't think I'm going to be terribly surprised by that. It's more just that I've never played through it, and so I'm curious what it's like to actually play. Oh, large men! Oh, they killed me. I exploded. Yeah. Can you start me in the dungeon? Oh, good. Yay. Oh, yeah. I probably should have explained that better. I have played it. I've never beaten it. So. But you're right. People probably would spoil things for me. And again, it's like you said, it's like well-meaning spoiling. Like they probably would have been like, oh, don't forget this. You can get a whatever this here, and you know, blah blah blah. People just, they love to help. People love to help. It's the truth. No. I want to go here. I want to get the treasure. Bomb. Yes. Money. Yay. Alright, where have I done? Alright, so basement bomb. Okay, so yeah, this is the staircase that leads there. Okay. Yeah, streaming Undertale these days. Does anyone still stream Undertale? Whoa! 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 Idiots. Try and shoot at me. See what it gets you. Yeah, baby. I don't have the hook shot, so never mind. It's still popular? That's surprising. Is Deltarune popular, or is it just Undertale? Was Deltarune ever finished? I know that Deltarune was coming out in, like, sections. But oh, it's a man. Hello, sir. I can expand your bomb sack for 200 gold. Yeah, go for it. Your sack is bigger. Thanks for the business. All right. Can you do more? That's the best I can do. Kill, 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 kill. Well, now where do I go? Deltarune only had 2 parts released so far? Yeah. All I really remember about Deltarune, I remember when it was coming out, Toby Fox mentioned that it wasn't going to be like Undertale. It was going to be a different sort of game. And I want to say he said something to the effect of like, I'm not going to be able to make another Undertale, but hopefully I will make a game that you enjoy playing. So the Deltarune is popular too. Haven't checked. Deltarune isn't done yet. There's one more portion left for George for the creator to George R.R. Martin for a decade. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm not, a fan of like Game of Thrones, because that sounds like a very frustrating situation. Ooh, I got another best viewers. Nice. Best viewers on streamboo.com. Gonna go ahead and delete that. There we go. Died of curiosity. No stream is complete without bots showing up. We want expensive viewers. Only the most expensive viewers. That's what we're looking for. Blah. Look how shiny I get. Idiot. Frickin' guy. Can I boomerang all the way over there? No, it doesn't reach that far. So now what? Gimme. Take that. It's like early faux ray tracing. Yeah. Gentlemen. Bam. I bet you there was something I could do with the boomerang and I just didn't notice it at the time. Did I do anything in here with the boomerang? There is a boomerang button, but I don't think I can do anything in here yet. Stuck on it. Let me go back downstairs and see if there was something down there that I missed. Alright. Doot-dee-doo. Way. Alright, let's see, where am I? Oh, so that was a different exit. Okay, never mind. I thought that the staircase that I'd gone down before was the same staircase I already found, but it's actually a different place, so that's good. Let's go check it out. Let us go and check it out and see what lurks inside. Like these skeletons. Take that. Alright, so what is... Nope. Gentlemen, thank you. I hate doing these. I hate doing these. Come on. No! No! Which one do I go through? I don't want to have to think, game. Do it for me. Yay. Alright. Large men. They're back. And they're larger than ever. Large men. I know those are supposed to be like clay golems, maybe. Something like that. I'm sure it's some sort of golem. Kind of looks a little bit like Domo. You ever seen Domo? I don't know where he started, but he used to appear on like greeting cards, and he was like this weird little like brown thing with like a giant mouth. Temple map. Hooray. Okay, hang on. Bloop. Domi-kun? I knew him as Domo, but maybe the same thing. Little, yeah, he's a little brown guy. Nice. Domi-kun. Nice. Yeah, Domo-kun. Yeah, he's cute. He's like a little brown felt guy. 7-Eleven had plushies and you have 3 of them. Nice. All right, well, so you all know exactly what I'm talking about. I first encountered Domo-kun from this like card that a friend of mine in college gave me as like a birthday card. And I believe the card, it had like Domo dressed as like a little ninja, and it said Domo infiltrates your fortress with a birthday wish. And I just cut off the with a birthday wish part, and it just says Domo infiltrates or Ninja Domo infiltrates your fortress. And it's really funny. It's a very funny non sequitur image. I know they're gonna shoot at me. The question is, when will they shoot at me? Ow. Okay, go this way. I don't like the scorpions. They're kind of annoying. Hello, Domo. Konnichiwa, Domo-kun. Domo-kun, konbanwa. Let's see. Let me use this. Tell me the secrets. This one. All right. Ah! Now, why was that one the correct one and the others were not the correct one? It looks like it would have just had me fall in the same place each time. They were in shorts of him? Was he like a show or like a character? I only knew him as the greeting card thing. I like that when you've got the shield up, you can block in whatever direction you want, and it always allows you to just do it. It's very helpful. He was a show in Japan. Oh, okay. Domo-kun. Ninja Domo infiltrates your fortress. Blap. Blap. You know, one thing I will say that I think they could have done better in this game is making the dungeons look different from each other. Like, they all kind of look the same in terms of, like, the assets. Like, even the first Legend of Zelda had different colors in their dungeons. These are just kind of all the same thing. Treasure bestowed upon one who falls from the sky. Oh, okay. That's a weird thing to just say. I will give you treasure if you fall from the sky. Push. Your first anime was Sailor Moon. That might have been my first anime too, for that matter. I'm sure my first anime was something on Toonami. I really think they could have made the sword bigger. This was like a major failing on the devs' part. Yeah. I'm excited to get like super ridiculously powerful swords later. I actually have only found 2 swords thus far, which is surprising to me. I want more. I want the fish sword. Sailor Moon's made a comeback? Really? Was she like not popular for a while? Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, I don't know that I ever actually watched the original Pokemon show. Which is a shame. I think I would probably like it, or have liked it. I don't know if it's still good, but... Think. Alright, let's see. One of these is correct. Which one is it? That one. Oh, I gotta push things. Okay. Push. It's funny. Speaking of Golden Sun again, you know, a lot of like if you're not familiar with Golden Sun, one of the main like gimmicks of the series is what they call Psi Energy, which is like it's how you cast spells in battle, but you can also use it for like puzzle solving. And one of the most basic Psi Energies they give you is the Psi Energy move, which allows you to push a block from like the side. And as I was doing that puzzle right there, I was like, I wish I could use move right now. Just make things easier. Samurai Pizza Cats. Okay. I don't know anything about Samurai Pizza Cats. What was it like? Was it an anime, or was it like an American cartoon that was being that was playing on like Ninja Turtles? Was it actually an anime, or was it like just a... It is an anime. Oh, okay. Never seen it before. Alright, what are we doing in here? Domo's back. Konbanwa, Domo. Domo arigato, Mr. Oh no! Domo, Domo. Domo, Domo. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, Domo. Domo, Domo. Alright, which one do I actually need to go on? Thank you very much, Mr. Roboto, for doing the jobs nobody wants to. Got that song? Thank you. It's an anime. It's like MXC before MXC. You mean in terms of like the humor, or... Because I mean it was a cartoon about like superhero cats, right? Dynaman got the MXC in the early 80s. I got this. The wire rod. Boing! A very useful item that stretches out. Shoot it at wooden poles. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's hook shot. Yay. Nice. Thank you very much, Mr. Roboto, for doing the jobs nobody wants to. And thank you very much, Mr. Roboto, for helping me escape when I needed to. Thank you. Sorry, I'm gonna just singing the song now. Thank you, thank you. I wanna thank... That's a weird song. If you don't know, I'm singing the song Mr. Roboto from... I don't actually know who sings it originally. It was kind of a one-hit wonder in the 80s. But it was just kind of like a weird... It was Styx? Really? Oh wow, I'm surprised. Thank you though, Cyber. I didn't know. But what was I saying about it? Yeah, it was just a strange song. Like it talked about like how robots do the jobs that humans don't want to, and in the end, like the singer becomes a robot. Doggone it. Ugh, okay, guys, I need y'all to be dead. It's weird though. It's fun to sing. It's a fun song to sing. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, domo. That album is a rock opera. Oh. Is it all about like robots, or... Oh, he becomes Kilroy at the end? Because I know at the end he's like, I'm Kilroy. 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 And I didn't know what, but robots do outwork now. They were just predicting the future. It's all about Kilroy, the whole item. Oh, okay. Kilroy was here. I'm Kilroy. 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 Artificial intelligence. Man, I don't have any keys, do I? I don't think I have any keys. Are there any keys? Oh, I do have a key. Oh. I've been operating this entire time on the assumption that I didn't have any keys. Maybe I should go through one of these key doors. Which one? This one? I have a key. Oh, I need a blue key. Kind of trippy stuff. Ahead of its time. It's pretty cool. Styx predicted AI. Oh, it's a tabula rasa. I wonder what it has to tell me this time. Tabula rasa! Okay. Got it. I want to thank you. Please, thank you. Oh, oh, these shoot at you? How long are these guys shot at you? Is it only the blue ones? No, they shoot at you? I don't think I knew that they shoot at you. Machines to save our lives. Machines dehumanized. The time has come at last to throw away this mask. Just singing. Is this good content? Now everyone can see my true identity. I'm Kilroy. 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 Now I kind of want to hear the rest of the songs in the album. I'm curious about it now. I had no idea that it was like a series of songs. Well, most albums admittedly are series of songs, but you know what I mean. I know they were connected. Is it going to tell you? Wait, sorry, I think I missed some stuff here. Then sticks do come sail away. About 1984. George Orwell. Yeah, you know, I gotta admit, the other day I was thinking about like dystopian stuff, frankly, because right now is a good time to be thinking about dystopian stuff in the world. Like a lot of those things were pretty prescient, you know? They got a lot of things upsettingly right. Wasn't this it? Did I get it wrong? Oh man, did I get it wrong? Did I get him backwards? Oceania was always our ally. Right over here, maybe? I don't know that I've ever... You know it's a bad one, but most getting vaguely political. Yeah, only vaguely political. I don't think I've ever actually read 1984. I've read the 5-minute Iliad version of 1984, which is very entertaining. But I don't think I've ever read 1984, although I have read Brave New World, and that's a bummer of a book. It's a real bummer of a book, that one. It's short? Oh, I didn't know that. I sort of always assumed it was a very long piece. I'll get back out of here. This one? Oh, there we go. Okay. And, this one? Nope, that's just Fault in the Hole. This one. That one? There we go. Nice. Y'all ever seen the 5-minute Iliad? That's a very entertaining, like, humorous book. If you like kind of lampoons of famous novels like that, that's the whole point of it. Is it's just like a bunch of it's a bunch of jokey interpretations of famous like classic literature. How do I get up there? Stranger in a Strange Land. I feel like I didn't know that was a book. I've heard that phrase, Stranger in a Strange Land, but I didn't know it was a book. Yeah, 5 Minute Iliad is super fun. It's like a, it's, you know, it just kind of takes like famous literature and makes it into a joke. Like one of the funniest ones is what they did with the book Ulysses. They summarized the entire book as like a single day passed in Scotland or something like that. And for what I understand, Ulysses is a book that's like very, like, it's sort of hard to read because it's very verbose. And so I think it's funny that they're like, yeah, this is all that happens. One day passes. Where am I supposed to be going? No. Freaking guy. Term grok. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought grok was some sort of computer engineering term that showed up from like an old function. Sounds like it'll summarize your favorite book or movie badly. Yeah, that's accurate. All right. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, up there. Okay, I see somewhere. All right, go back upstairs. Oh wait, no. What was it? Like this one? So what is Stranger in a Strange Land about? Like, what happens in it? Is it like a because I mean, like Brave New World and 1984 are sort of like dystopian stories. 1984 is about like someone kind of realizing that there is a means to rebel against Big Brother, and then Brave New World is about someone coming to understand that the world is like the so-called civilized world is monstrous or has become monstrous. It's about a stranger who's in a land that's not familiar to him. Amazing! That's the best of all summaries. Thank you for the information. Can you provide me with more information? It's a bit fluffy compared to the others. Okay. I honestly don't read too much like classic styled literature very often. Most of what I read is light novels because I'm a child. But you know, I like them. They're fun. I like silly little dumb books. From the wiki, it tells the story of Valentine Michael Smith, a human who comes to Earth in early adulthood after being born on the planet Mars and raised by Martians, explores the interaction and eventual transformation of Terran culture. Oh, okay. Very cool. How do I get there? Okay, so I gotta go... Oh, goodness. Okay, I gotta go way back. How do I get to there? How did I get to there? Hang on, how did I get there? How did I get there? Wait a minute. No. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I get to the staircase, like the top staircase on the right. That's the one that will apparently lead me to where I need to be. But I don't remember how I got there. Oh, this is downstairs. Okay. that doesn't help me. Never mind. I thought that'd help me. How the heck do you get there? All right. Well, we're just gonna wander around, I guess, until I figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know that I want to be friends with Dr. Manhattan. He seems like kind of a tough guy to hang out with, you know? I gotta say, I was not wild about the Watchmen. That's a bummer of a story. It's kind of the same thing with like The Boys or whatever that show is called, where it's like it's like what if superheroes were bad? It's kind of the Greek deity approach to superheroes. You know, it's like what if the superheroes were flawed and so forth and so on. I don't know. It's not much fun for me. But again, like I said, I'm a child. I like simple stories. You like Watchmen when you read it. It was genuinely something different in the space. Yeah, that's a fair point. Have you read has anyone out there read V for Vendetta? The actual comic book V for Vendetta? That's also kind of a it's a bummer, but it's also very, I would say, very different from the movie. Like I saw the movie first and then I tried to read the comic book, and like the comic book I think is way more dystopian. It's a lot heavier and just not much fun to read, frankly. Not a good time. What am I doing here? Push, 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 push. No, come on. Come on, push it. Push it. Push it real good. What's wrong with you? Why are you not pushing it? She's like sliding off. Stop it. Stop sliding off of the thing. All right, what about this one? Can I push this one? Jeez. They're apparently serious about rebooting Watchmen? Oh no, why? They already have The Boys. It's the same thing. Oh, rebooting V for Vendetta. Oh, fudge. Hang on. I have a potion, I think. Don't I have a potion? Yeah, I have a potion. All right, use this. Stop saying that. Makes me think of an old 70s song. Oh. Push it. Push it real good. Is that a set? That was Salt and Pepper, right? I think that was a early 90s song, right? Salt and pepper, salt and pepper. This one. Ah! That's one push in the bush? Oh no, don't fall in there. Well, I don't know that song. Drops more old school knowledge that he has other people verify for him. Oh, I guess Moaning, that's probably for the bestiary. Oh, nice. Gotta get that old school knowledge that I have other people tell me if it's right. Ah, stop it. Ah, buh. Seeing as WB is slowly rebranded as a subtle political outlet. What? Is that what the WB is nowadays? It's politics? Oh. That's not what I would have expected. I still think of the WB as where I used to watch Freakazoid and Animaniacs. Man, I loved Freakazoid. I ever watch Freakazoid? It's a great show. Screw you guys! I'm out of here. The guy who bought HBO and WB shit-canned everything that didn't align with... Oh, that's great. That sounds like modern business tactics, you know? Alright, what do we got in here? Boss time! Because it was great. So good. Golem! Brr! Brr! Oh, this guy's cool looking! He looks like that robot I made, actually. What are you gonna do? Oh my gosh! Alright. I didn't know that was coming. Yeah, he looks like that brawler robot that I made recently. In 3D printing. Oh! Stop it! Mr. Chubbikins. Yes, his name was Mr. Chubbikins. He was very important in Freakazoid's the episode where they were talking about Freakazoid's origin story. What does that mean? Meow. Bring the animal psychologist in. Ask the kitty how he activated the flaw. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. He says he's very sad. Oh, go away. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's he's shorter now. Okay, wasn't expecting that. You know, I never watched The Tick. Like, I know that The Tick was kind of like a famous cartoon and such. I never watched it. All I ever saw of The Tick was like Spoon, pretty much. That's like all I knew about The Tick. But like, it sounds like it was a pretty entertaining cartoon. Sort of wish I'd seen it. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Hero, your health is low. I feel bad for this guy at this point. Uh-oh. Oh, no, man! Boo! The words of Resident Evil, short people got no reason to live. Yeah, he did say that, didn't he? There's a season 2. There's a 2-season of a love action on Amazon. A love action. A live action. Oh, a live action of The Tick? I remember that. That was the one where what's his face? The guy with the deep voice who was Joe on Family Guy. He was the Tick, wasn't he? Oh, not the Patrick Warburton one. Okay, that's the one I thought you were talking about. A different one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I only knew about that one. Peter. I'm the Tick, Peter. Did you know? Peter. One of my favorite pieces of trivia about the Tick is the thing with Chairface Chippendale and his name being partially drawn on the moon. From what I understand, so I only know about this sort of secondhand. I read about it. But apparently one of the villains of the Tick was a guy called Chairface Chippendale, who was a man that had a chair for a face. And one of the first things he did on the show was he tried to get he built a laser that could shoot, like it could like carve things in the moon, and he wanted to carve his name into the moon. And from what I understand, in the episode where it happened, he actually started the process and got as far as CHA, and before he was stopped. So for the rest of the series, the moon has the letters CHA carved into it. Like for the entirety of the series, they kept up with that, which is pretty funny, honestly. That was the first episode? Oh, okay, well, there you go. I really love the idea of a guy named Chairface Chippendale, though. It's a really funny name. Ow, nuts. As they're playing continuity. Chairface, I knew it was you. That reminds me of some of like the weird villains in Freakazoid, like Arms Akimbo, who was a man he was brought up by models who always had their hands on their hips, and so his arms eventually atrophied to the point where he had to have his arms on his hips at all times. So like he was just sassily walked around everywhere, but otherwise he was a stereotypical like gangster.
You did it, Master MoeChicken! It's the orb! That monster must have been guarding it for a long time. It's no wonder those thieves never stood a chance against it. But Master MoeChicken has slain the beast as only a true hero could. Your strength is without limit, Master. Don't worry about those couple of times you died. Now all we have to do is find the sage, but where could he be? I hope the monsters didn't... no, that couldn't be. Let's look for clues.
Okay, what about this? Wind wing. Okay. It's probably that old woman that told us not to come in here. That's probably the sage. The Sarage. The Amazon one had Peter Serafinowicz. Probably don't know him by name, but if you watch a lot of comedy, you definitely see him. Actually, in a lot of early Simon Pegg stuff. Okay. I don't know that I've ever seen all of Shaun of the Dead. I think Shaun of the Dead was ruined for me because the first and maybe the only part of the show I ever saw was like the one kind of like emotional moment relatively close to the end of the movie. That's like all of Shaun of the Dead I've seen is apparently the one part that's like different from the rest of the show. That's all I've seen. And so when I think of Shaun of the Dead, I'm like, oh, it's a depressing zombie movie, right? Which I think is completely inaccurate. But it, again, is all I know about it. Okay. Alright, so I got the hook shot now, which is great. So I can hook shot. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. It was just that, like, the one time I was around when it was on, I just happened to show up at that point of the movie. And I didn't know it was going on. I just knew it was a part where, like, he had to shoot his mother and his friend, and that other, like, obnoxious guy got his stomach ripped open. And because it's one of those, because it's made by, is Simon Pegg's the same guy who did, like, Hot Fuzz, right? Yeah. And if I remember correctly, like, they had this thing where they loved to have extremely visceral gore that was kind of just played straight, so to speak. Like, they would have these, like, extremely gory moments, and they wouldn't shoot them like they were a horror movie. They were just kind of, like, shot kind of, straightforward. Like that, there's a part in Hot Fuzz where a guy gets like a stone spike goes through the bottom of his throat into like out his mouth, and then the camera just kind of like lets you look at it for a while, and it's like, yep, it's a man with a giant spike sticking through the front of his face. Thanks for lingering on this camera. And so like the scene where that guy gets like torn open by zombies is not much fun to see, really. Because, you know, they it's a pretty solid visual effect of like people reaching into someone's stomach and ripping out their entrails. That plus, you know, depressing shooting your mom in the face kind of made me not want to watch the movie, frankly. I was like, this is a bummer. I don't want to watch this. So they were otherwise mostly PG. Okay, well maybe again, all I've seen of Simon Pegg's movies is the most extreme parts. It's just funny too, because I mean, I feel like those movies are pretty widely like loved, and so since I have this very specific interpretation of them, it always like makes me wonder. It's like, oh, this person likes depressing movies with lots of gore. And it's like, no, they actually just like silly comedies that have one part in them that has a lot of gore. Whatever. Oh yeah, you got to play the table flipping game. That's right. How was it? Was it actually fun? Like, again, what is there to it other than flipping the table? Like, what do you do other than flipping the table? Do you just flip the table and that's fun? Like, is there like, do you get points or something? Like, how does it actually work? The table flipping game. Do you unflip the table? You pound the table, okay, and eventually it flips. Is it like a don't wake daddy kind of situation? Don't wake daddy by Parker Brothers. Back during that time period when all games had to be have a motor associated with them and some sort of gimmick. Ooh, oh, silver. Yeah, nice. Oh, I've almost got 2,000 gold. Ooh, I've almost got 2,000 gold. If I had 2,000 gold, I could buy a ring. I want that though. And my boy Spiber here always go into all the fun arcades while I just don't go to all the arcades. I want to go to all the arcades, but I don't. Select a scene, watch a thoroughly improper scene unfold, decide when you were pissed enough to pound the table. Really? You're just supposed to decide when you want to get upset? That's really funny. Build a rage meter to max and toss. Nice. That's really funny. A thoroughly improper scene. Alright, I'm over here now. Well, hang on. Watch mayhem unfold with replays and highlights. Okay, let's see. So I'm guessing I have to bomb that. That didn't work. Okay. Is it like a timing thing? Can I just place it here? Has low poly aesthetic, kind of like Katamari. Oh, that's pretty cool. Super fun. I'm glad you finally got to play it. There's nothing quite as satisfying as finishing a long, like multi-year quest like that. You're like, yes, I wanted to do this for so long. Nice life shard. All right. That's how I was about finally getting to play Medieval Madness, the pinball game. I had wanted to play that for a long time, and we got to when we went to MoeCon, which was super fun. Want to do it again. Memorize the scene to time for max damage. Is that a Konami game? It feels like their kind of humor, frankly. I need just a little bit more money. That's the guy. He's got the silver ring. I want it. I suspect if I read Japanese and knew customs, the time to pound would be apparent. Hmm. Oh, it's Taito? Okay, yeah, I get that. You also got to play the Stick Brightling game, didn't you? I still can't remember where I heard about that from, but yeah, there's a game for Dreamcast and arcade called what was it, Zombie Revenge, something like that. And it has a main character named Stick Brightling, which is just staggering. What a name! I first learned about it from some YouTube video. I can't remember who it was though. I think it was either Kid Icarus or PBG, but I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, Stick Brightling is quite the name. Okay. Well, that's not helpful. I don't want to leave this area until I get that ring. Somebody give me more money. Hey, money. About an hour playthrough, boss of Final Fantasy proportions. What does that mean? Like it was an epic boss fight or something, or you suddenly had to play like a turn-based game, or what do you mean? Oh, like some sort of angel demon shows up and you have to kill it while like a choir sings in the background, that kind of thing. Final Fantasy does have a thing for that, don't they? It starts out looking like Resident Evil and then suddenly becomes something strange. Angel demons? Yeah. There's a lot of that in video games. Pretty common thing. The whole, like, angel demon. Or angels are the bad guys kind of thing. I told you about the joke about killing the Pope, right? It was a joke my friend used to make. He said, if there's ever an RPG and there's a Pope in it, you're eventually going to have to kill that Pope. Because he's a bad guy. Pope is always bad. If there's a Pope, he's going to be bad. It does hold true with a lot of video games. Oftentimes, if there is some sort of major religious figure, they're going to be the villain at the end. Come on, man. I only need a little bit more money. Give me money. Give me money. Oh, hey. Nothing. Lame. Actually, speaking of that... Oh, wait, what's this? It's a sign. As you can see, it's not important. Sir, sign. I don't know, man. Came all the way up here for that. In the game Artanelico, there's an example of that kind of like kill the Pope thing. There's this guy who's a bishop, and his name is spelled Falss, and I will admit I did not pick up on it the first time I played, but boy howdy, the first time a friend of mine played that game, he's like, oh, this guy's name is Bishop False? Is he a bad guy? And I'm like, I was like trying not to spoil it, but I'm like, no. He's like, he's a bad guy. His name is Bishop False. Buddy of mine just sent me a Battletech mech painted eerily well as a papal mech. Oh, that's kind of fun. I like that. The Mecha Pope. Gushin, Gushin, Gushin. I am Mecha Pope. Prepare for salvation. I gotta play Artanelico again. Like, that's a game that is a PS2 RPG, if you don't know. Feels inches away from being Warhammer 40k. I really loved it back when I first played it, but I first played it in like undergraduate. I'm wondering if it's gonna be like really like cringy and uncomfortable if I play it again. I don't know. I want to try it. I'm curious about it, but I don't know if it's gonna hold up. I'm concerned it's not gonna hold up. Vader Zim. That's another one of those things that, like, I feel like I only hear positive things about it, but in my experience, I haven't really liked it very much. I don't know. Wasn't for me. Wasn't my kind of humor. I had friends who loved it, though. I actually think it was the art style. I think I remember thinking it was an ugly cartoon, and I didn't want to watch it. It's kind of dark, yeah. I don't like dark stuff that much. I am really not getting very much money here at all. Like, I thought this was going to take just a little bit of time, but this is taking forever for me to get, like, 5 gold pieces. Or 5 silver pieces, rather. You know, thinking back, there were a lot of, like, really ugly cartoons in the 90s. But at the same time, there was a lot of diversity to appearance. Like, that's something that I've complained about before, is how, like, in my experience, there was like a period of time where a lot of cartoons kind of looked the same. Like, they all had the same kind of like noodle arm look with like sort of a very similar, I feel like a lot of cartoons had a very similar look and feel. And maybe there were subtle differences, but looking at it from the outside, it just sort of looked like everything looked the same. As compared to like Nicktoons in the 90s, where like everything looked radically different from each other. You know, like Ren and Stimpy looked different from like Doug, which looked different from Rugrats, which looked different from Rocco. You know, it's like there were all these cartoons that looked really, really different from each other. So it was really easy to tell which cartoon you were watching. But like you think about like, I don't know, I don't have good examples, unfortunately. Rocco was awesome. The funny thing about Rocco's Modern Life is how I've heard it said that it was a cartoon that was more for adults than for children. I definitely did not pick up on like all of the adult stuff. Just didn't realize it was adult stuff. So now popular bins, everyone knew loved Rugrats. I hated Rugrats. Yeah. That I think that's the Klasky Kasupo art studio that did Rugrats, and they did they also did, what's it called, Real Monsters and Rocket Power. All of that kind of like rough looking, like wiggly kind of art. It's ugly. They were very ugly cartoons. I think I mostly watched Rugrats because it was on, would be the best way to describe it. Like, thinking back to it, I don't know why I watched so much Rugrats, but I did. I mean, I watched a lot. What's in here? I liked the Grumble from Real Monsters. That was a fun character. It was basically Tim Curry as a monster. Oh no! Oh no! Which ones can move though? This one? No, that was Crumb was the one who held his eyeballs. The Grumble was the one who had the high heels. He was like the teacher character. Did I mess this up? I think I messed this up. I think All Real Monsters was an interesting concept that I didn't know. I feel like they didn't really know that much what to do with it. You know, like this idea of a school of monsters that are trying to, you know, their job is to like scare people. You know, that's kind of, I mean, that's kind of like Monsters Inc., right? Oh, I can't agree about Cat Dog. Cat Dog drove me crazy. The only character I liked on Cat Dog was Dog. Like, pretty much everyone else I was not that big a fan of. Though that show is what taught me the term greaser. Alright, where am I going? Still trying to make money. Oh, I love Two Stupid Dogs. Did I ever tell y'all about the Two Stupid Dogs picture I drew that, like, I submitted to a contest, and my parents and I think that maybe the reason it wasn't chosen for the contest was because it actually looked too close to the art style, so maybe they thought I just copied it. Hello.
This is bad. Something wrong? The Aqua Temple got over on my fiends, and now we can't fish. Ah, so that's why the villagers seem so worried. Yep. So they want me to do something about it, but I can't. I may be a sage, but I don't have any special power beyond my prayers. You're a sage? That's right. I'm Otu, the late Aqua Sage, but it's just a fancy title. You don't act like the other sages. Yeah, I get that a lot, but that's life, so let's deal with it, huh? And who are you guys, anyway? We're looking for the orb so we can save the Dotnia Kingdom. This is Master MoeChicken, who will thwart evil and be hailed as a hero. Monsters don't stand a chance against us. Ha, you, a hero? I pictured someone more spectacular, not a cowgirl, but who cares, right? Maybe you can still take out the monsters for me. Yes, ma'am. You're not exactly what we expected either, but... Master MoeChicken, let's head to the Aqua Temple.
No, I'm still trying to figure out other things. Two Stupid Dogs was funny. They had very clean lines in the show, so imagine it would be easier to convince someone that you had copy trace. Yeah, maybe. It was very frustrating because, like, I think I probably submitted it when I was like 6 or something like that. So I was like a little kid, and when I saw like that my picture hadn't been chosen, and I compared it to like some of the pictures that had been chosen, I was very frustrated because I was like, I think I did better than these people, but I'm not getting any credit for it. It was very frustrating as a small child, you know? I was like, no, my picture was good. Oh, hey, by the way, how's the audio working? Can y'all hear me better as a result of my increasing the volume, or is it about the same as usual? Because hopefully it will be better. Like, again, to explain sort of what I was frustrated with, I've noticed that, like, if you compare the volume of my audio, like my spoken audio, in streams to, like, other streamers, like Ian, for example, his voice is much, like, a much more powerful sounding voice. And I'm wondering if it's because I just wasn't adding enough or using enough like compression filters to improve matters. So what's an Ian? He's just some guy. You know, he's just some guy that also streams. He's not very big. Mostly he streams like old granny games and stuff, so, you know, not cool stuff like this. I'm on the cutting edge. I love that you asked what's an Ian and spelled it the way he likes to spell his name. You know, that's actually a pretty legitimate concept. Busted. Womp womp. And then you use one of Ian's emotes. Man, I want Ian to play Animal Crossing again. I was watching one of his old Animal Crossing VODs not too long ago. Like, I understand the idea that it's hard to do a whole stream about just Animal Crossing. But if you look at the way he used to do it, he would do like a little bit of Animal Crossing at the beginning for maybe like 30 minutes. And then he would go do something else. So it was like a warm-up kind of. He could go back to that. I don't know. It was just fun. It was a very enjoyable thing to like have something that could be checked in on. You know, like you can check in and see like what's going on. And maybe there might be some funny bits. But if they're not, you know, you still got other things to do. I like that. I kind of wish he would go back to that concept. But at the same time, I know it's not much fun to have to switch your inputs during a stream. So. Yeah, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I am not that big on the Roller Coaster Tycoon streams. Also not really super big on the Sims streams. You managed to stream recently without major problems. What'd you do? Did you play music? What did you stream? Please do tell. I know you used to do music. Oh, Wangan Mid. Oh, that's right, Wangan Midnight. How's it playing? You're playing it at home now, right? When I went to the arcade last weekend, and I tried to find the Wangan Midnight machine, but I couldn't find one. They had like the Initial D one, but they didn't have the Wangan Midnight. You want to like? Oh, it already broke. That's a bummer. Is it like a MAME emulator? It's like I've tried to use a MAME emulator, and it's like trying to work Linux. You know, it's very like specific to each thing. Like each new arcade machine has to be configured properly, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. No. I'd rather not. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe if I had more of a history with Roller Coaster Tycoon, I might like it. Because anytime I look at Roller Coaster Tycoon, when there's like a stream of it, all I can think about is SimCity 2000. Like, I would love it if Ian played SimCity 2000, because I used to play the heck out of that. But, finally, we can go get that stupid ring now. Jeez. You just set up Open Parrot yesterday on your PC. It's really easy, no command line. A lot of the new arcade games. Fifth House, then the most recent Mario Kart one. No Winging It 01. I would die. Yeah. I was actually kind of surprised when I went to the round one. They had a lot of much more like popular IP plushies available. Like they had like Nintendo stuff, and I was like, oh, check it out. Lots of Nintendo stuff. And I played the Castlevania Marble Pusher, and I actually got, I think, most of the cards too, which is kind of nice. Hey man, all right, give me that ring, silver ring, please. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Nope. Alright, so do I have it equipped? Do I have to do something to equip it? No. Okay, it's already equipped, I guess. Cool. Alright, good stuff. Oh, 8, 9, 10? I don't think so. Let's see. What about... I think the highest I got was John Boy. Yeah, John. The highest I got was John, which is 7. Who were on the rares? Like, I got Alucard, Shanoa, Maria, Charlotte, Jonathan, and Simon. I think that's it. I was a little frustrated, and I'm glad that they let me get away with this. I got like a huge drop of like 7 cards but they got stuck because there were too many cards at once. Like they were all like piled up on each other, and when they tried to fall off, they got stuck in the little hatch. And I was like, oh man. So I played for a little bit longer trying to see if I could nudge them with like marbles, and I couldn't. And so after a bit I was like, maybe they'll give it to me. And so I like walked up to the counter and like, hey, maybe you can't do this, I don't really know, but I got a huge drop and I want to have credit for it, but it got stuck. And the guy was nice enough. He's like, oh yeah, that happens. That happens all the time? Okay, well, I feel better about asking about it then. I don't know. I think the only, like, what are your thoughts on marble pushers? Do you like them? I like marble pushers more than coin pushers, but I feel like with both things, it feels like it's sort of a rich man's game, so to speak. In the same sense that a lot of the crane games at round one, I feel like are designed for you to play them multiple times to succeed. And like a marble pusher, it's like I spent probably like 100 points there just because, you know, you get 12 marbles and, you know, they don't get you anywhere. More so than crane games. Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's, you know what it felt like when I was sitting there working on it? I was like, you know, this feels very much like a slot machine where, you know, you don't expect to really win immediately, but there's always the chance that each individual drop could be the one that wins. It's like, you know, that there's a potential every time you do it to win big, but at the same time, the odds on your winning big are extremely low per turn. So, I don't know. Like, I remember, I have a friend who used to, like, back when I lived down south, sometimes we'd go to Biloxi, and she would play the slot machines. And, you know, since I was there, I would also, like, get a certain amount of money. Like, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to play it, to spend, like, $40. And if I run out of my money, I'll just stop. And I would always try and find the arcade machines that had, like, or the slot machines that had, like, other things you can do. You know, like, if you get a certain combination, you get to play, like, a little mini game. Like, there was one that I just called the Mermaids because it had, like, mermaids on it. And sometimes when you got certain combinations, one of the mermaids would, like, hop off their little rock, and then you'd play, like, a little mini game. And that was fun. And so I was effectively paying for a extremely simple mini game. Effectively. Friendly's restaurants used to have play till you win them feature on claw games. Ooh, that's a losing proposition for them. But yeah, what she would always say was that, like, if you want to win at a slot machine, you're going to have to play it for a while. Like, you have to accept there's going to be quite a bit of setup before you really succeed. I don't know, that just kind of bugged me. I was like, really? So you're not actually, like, when you pay for, like, a single spin of a slot machine, you don't actually expect to win. It's volume that is required to win at these things. It's just like, yeah, that's how it works. Oh, is that so? That's sneaky. Makes sense, though. I don't know. The important thing to remember about gambling is that, you know, the house always wins in the end. You might get some money out of it, but they're going to get a lot more. That's how casinos stay in business. Gamble responsibly. I was watching, do y'all know that show, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver? Card 8 is Soma. Oh, okay. I was trying to put together just Soma Cruz. Card 8 is Pretty Boy Soma. Gotcha. He's Sparkle. This is about a YouTuber who would did turnkey business with coin machine prizes, but he showed how he took apart a machine and manipulated so he made the most money. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably a good way to be. You know, gambling is kind of in the end, it's kind of a no-win proposition. Like, the people that win big at casinos are an anomaly, you know? It's not the norm to win like $1 bajillion at a casino. The problem is that everyone thinks it's very possible. I mean, by design, that's how casinos have been presented for years, but anyway, oh yeah, John Oliver. So for those who don't know, Last Week Tonight it claims to be a comedy show. It can often be more depressing than funny, but it talks about like some sort of something in the news usually. And card 9 is Charlotte Shanoa and Maria. Nice. Possible, just highly improbable. Yeah. Yeah, so they find like a topic and they do kind of like a deep dive on it. So maybe they'll talk about like the modern tax code or like homelessness in America or something like that. And like they make jokes and there's like funny bits, but it's also very like honest, and it can be kind of a downer to watch at times. Reminds you of the original Jon Stewart era of it. Yeah, that's a fair point too. It's like it's got there was a period of time when Last Week Tonight first started out, it was very funny actually. Like I used to watch it when in like the first couple of seasons, and it was a very funny show. And then I think around the time that COVID was happening, when they had to change the show into sort of like this weird thing where it was just John talking to a camera in like on like a white background, and there was no studio audience, so there was no laughter, and it felt very like uncomfortable. And because there were no laugh breaks, it was just kind of like you didn't get the funny, you only got the depressing part, and it was hard to watch. That period kind of made me stop watching it for a while. Card 10 is Albus and Shanoa. Okay. Oh, he needs more money. It's embarrassing, but my business failed. I can do better this time. Just help me out. You're a great hero. Okay, I'll come back soon. I'll have your money. Surprised he hasn't gotten canceled yet. He doesn't have opinions that differ from the new owner of HBO. Who is the new owner of HBO? Is it like a famous guy? Miss.
Wow, what a beautiful ring. I'll trade you my bestiary for it, thanks.
And bestiary, there we go. Got the bestiary, so...
Thank you so much. It's so heavy and sharp around the edges. Mommy told me not to hit anyone with it.
So yeah, the idea is that if you use the bestiary to whack an enemy, hang on, what? How do you take these things off? Okay, yeah, unequip. I really don't use most of these very often. Unequip this, unequip this. So yeah, you like whack enemies with it, and I think if you kill the enemy with it, it gets you information about the enemy. So we're actually going to spend a little bit of time going back to fight easy enemies and learn some facts about them. Hooray! All right, where's the lady who told? Oh, hello. I've been waiting for you.
Huh? Who are you?
I am Newman, the one who shall guide you to greatness. I will use my power on this door. Then you can retrieve the lost magic sealed on the other side. Oh yeah? Ha! I'm dead. Oh.
Master Newman, are you all right?
It seems. I've used too much of my power. Brr. But if you obtained the magic, it was worth it. Go now. Brr.
Master Newman!
Isn't that just the house where the guy wanted to do laundry?
Master, we should go check.
Oh, what? This magic shall give thee great power. What? I got the Ultima book?
This spell uses 99 MP to cast. A shame.
Oh, what? What just happened? Oh, I get it. It's a Final Fantasy II reference. That's Min. Okay, I get it. I get it. It's a reference to Final Fantasy II. But this was just the house where the guy was doing his laundry, wasn't it? David Zaslav, he's a staunch conservative who started buying up entertainment media because he didn't like liberal minority voices. Wow, what a cool dude. Let's not get into politics, but what a cool thing to do. Oy vey. Anyway. Alright, where is the old woman? There was an old woman here who told me not to go. Oh, she was at the other inn. I'm in the wrong place. Let me go somewhere else. I'm in the wrong place. What was I talking about? Oh, that's right. I got completely distracted from what I was trying to say about last week tonight. Yeah, so there was a episode, or the episode of last week tonight this week was about online gambling and sports betting. And they were talking about how things have made it so easy to gamble nowadays that a lot of people are having like trouble, not gambling. Bam. Bam. Get in the book. Get in the book. 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 I want to say the book is actually like classified as like the weakest sword. All right, so what did I get? Book to monster. Bestiary. Yeah, there he is. Nice. Go check him out. It's a dark spider. Spiders are gross no matter what color they are. Cool. Yeah, I want to get more. I want to get more information in the bestiary. I love bestiaries in video games. I think they're super fun. Like that was actually one of the things that most impressed me in what was that game called? The oh shoot, I killed him. I didn't mean to kill him. In the Final Fantasy VI for PlayStation 1, which in general is not a great rendition of the game, frankly. It's got way too much lag and got all kinds of translation issues with it. But it did have a bestiary in it, and I remember being very impressed with that. I was like, oh, there's a bestiary. I love bestiaries. Actually, speaking of bestiaries, there is a light novel that I'm a big fan of called Skeleton Knight in Another World. It's an isekai. And there's one character who is famous for having created a bestiary. And because most of my experience with bestiaries comes from video games, I don't really think about like how difficult it would be to like compile a bestiary. You'd have to like constantly be going out there in dangerous situations fighting like monsters so that you could acquire samples and then like learn about them. It would be a very difficult thing to do. I thought that was kind of cool. That was actually one of those ideas I had for one of the video game ideas I had a long time ago was for like a game that had like a class system, sort of like like Final Fantasy V has its classes, same sort of thing. And one of the in addition to sort of like fighting classes, like warriors and mages and stuff, you'd also have like non-fighting classes like merchant or scholar or stuff like that. And like what those would the mechanic that those would play in the game is filling out stuff like bestiaries. You know, that's how you would build up information about monsters, and so you could temporarily become like a scholar and build a bestiary and then use that to do other things in the game. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be fun for anyone else, but I was really excited about it. All right, that's the old woman. Hello. I knew it. I knew you were important. Are you the one who brought back the desert's treasures? Yes.
Yes, Master MoeChicken found the orb.
Ah, that is indeed the orange orb. Then you beat the stone golem.
Actually, Master MoeChicken is a hero who can repel any monster.
Oh, you have quite the sidekick hero. Fairies aren't usually so trusting, so you must be truly extraordinary. I have been waiting for someone like you.
You mean you're the sage?
Oh, that's right. I am Octane. Nice. You have done well, MoeChicken. I shall grant you the power of the orange orb, hero. Da-da-da-da, I got that. Shader magic normal map. That spell can create shockwaves to strike grounded foes.
Master MoeChicken, I don't get it. It's called normal map. But it makes shockwaves? Can't these spells be consistent? Sage Octane will head for the next temple.
Have you been to Lake Garland? There lies the Aqua Temple. It's south of the castle.
South? Thank you. You know what to do, Master MoeChicken. Go south.
I have not saved. Let me go ahead and save. Yeah. I like this game. It's really fun. I also like that we got the Ultima spell, but it costs too much MP. Which doesn't make sense because of the way spells worked in Final Fantasy 2, but, you know, I know it's a joke, so... I get that it was a joke, so I'm not going to make too big of a deal about it, but... I was so impressed with the Ultima spell the first time I saw it in Final Fantasy 6. Because it's just so cool. Like, it makes a huge blue shockwave. And I think at that point in my life, I had played Chrono Trigger already, and it was very similar in appearance to the Luminaire spell from Chrono Trigger, which is Chrono's strongest spell. And so I'm like, oh, this must be important. And it was really cool. I was excited about it. I was even more excited when I found out years later that Ultima started in Final Fantasy 2, because I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Up to that point, I had thought it started in Final Fantasy 6. All right, let's go see if we can bestiary some monsters. Actually, let's see the ones we already got. We booked some monsters. It's a big worm. Maybe giant worms would make good bait for giant fish? Maybe. It's palette swap, so it must be nastier. I like that. Everyone knows palette swaps are more dangerous. Bum bum bum. Ooh. I wonder how far through the game I am. I mean, we finished 3 of 6 dungeons, so I'd be inclined to say we're halfway through, but... Big worm like from Friday. Or Dune. What is Friday? Friday like the movie with... Who was that? Ice-T in it? Ice-T? No, it wasn't Ice-T. Who was in that movie? I don't know what you're referencing. Sorry, Cyber. I know what Dune is. I don't know what Friday is. Iced Cube. Did I say Iced Cube? I like to believe an iced cube would just be like a cake that's a cube that happened to have icing on it. Yep. I said iced tea. Nice. I got my my ice former rappers wrong. At least it's not Ladies Love Cool James. Which I still love that that's what LL Cool J stands for. Ladies love Cool James. It's so freaking lame, but it's hilarious. I do like my Ice Cube and my iced tea. Funny. Hang on, do I have that wrong? Is there not a rapper named Ice-T? Or former rapper named Ice-T? I thought he was the guy on Law & Order SVU. Or something like that. Did I just make up Ice-T? No, with the rap game, facts! I know very few things, but I know that one. Ladies love Cool James. Ice-T and IP. Okay, I did have it right. Thank you. Appreciate that. I was like, did I just make up some other person? Hey, get in the book. Yeah, nice. More people for my book. Very good. Oh, I appreciate y'all being tolerant with my vague recollections of things. I'm like, I swear I think something exists. This something existed. Can someone verify that for me? Verify for me that I didn't just make this whatever up. Meh. Bam. 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 Ice-T also fronts the controversial thrash metal band Body Count? He does thrash metal? What? That's like Beyonce, who is just going through, or I think it's Beyonce. There's some musician who is gradually going through like every popular music genre so she can get like what is the a Grammy in like every music genre. She's just like collecting music genres. I think that's Beyonce. I want to say her most recent one was country. Yeah, that, yeah. Or she's just sort of like, I want all of the Grammys. I want to just have different Grammy types on my wall. Get me all the Grammys. Body Count from 90s still going. Like apparently, like there is a type of Oreos, like one of the many specialty Oreos right now, is like a Post Malone Oreo, and he's got like a beard and like a cowboy hat and like a guitar, but he still has like the face tattoos and like the grill on his teeth. It's really strange looking. I'm like, who is this odd man? Beyonce's Diva House track was fire. Fire was Possum on fire. You love Beyonce? I really don't know much about her. I know there are tattoos on his face, but I'm just saying that it's like, it's just surprising to see, you know. I mean, it's like Beyonce becoming a country star, you know. It feels very different from what I thought was their general vibe. Post Malone's country album was good? Okay, well, far be it for me to complain then. I have not heard it. I was just surprised to hear that Post Malone had a country album. Didn't seem like the thing stuff he did. Nah, fudge. You can only imagine how much it would hurt to remove face tattoos. I can only imagine how much it would hurt to get face tattoos. It was very painful. Do you like when singers do different music tones? I mean, yeah, there's something to be said for it. I feel like I'm being unnecessarily judgmental about it, and I apologize for that. It speaks pretty well if you can, you know, change your style and do something like that. I just find myself wondering, like, what led to it, so to speak. Like, with Beyonce, all I know is that, like, there's this idea that she's trying to, like, collect Grammys. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is pretty funny to imagine. If y'all haven't seen New Jack City, I highly recommend. New Jack City. What is that? What's New Jack City? Is it a movie? I almost never watch movies. I'm just not much of a movie guy. Yeah, it's true. Maybe she just wanted to try something different. Okay, can I... Does this work for y'all? Get in the book. 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 Bam. Does this work? I don't know if this works or not. Eh. Oh, okay. Good night. Good night, Laurie. Hopefully I did not upset you by talking about Beyonce and expressing my ignorance. But thanks for coming out. This doesn't seem to be working, actually. Now, let me see if there's... Is there an entry for, like, bosses? This looks like it would be bosses, right? Okay, okay. Just making sure. Let's see. Killer rabbit. No ordinary rabbit is quite this vicious. Killer bee. Its sting might smart a little. Keep your distance. Spidle. How big do you think its web must be? Gobble. Oh, Gobble's a cute name. A standard foe, but stay sharp anyway. I like the name Gobble. Don't let it give you any splinters. I like Beyonce. Whatever floats your boat. No, that's buoyancy. You know, like, when you first said it, I thought it was just... I just thought it was a joke about, like a straightforward, like, no, that's buoyancy. I didn't even think about the fact that... okay, yeah, I can get that. Good. I didn't even think about the fact that Beyonce and buoyancy sound similar. I just thought you were making a joke about someone getting the term buoyancy wrong. Ugh. You were making a much more sophisticated joke than I was thinking of. Alright, we gotta... Well, now I gotta go back and fight the boss monsters again. New monster. There he is. They attack anyone who attempts to claim the sword. Yes. Oh shoot, we're up against time. Let me play for a little bit longer and see if I can book more monsters. I'll go over to, like, the grass temple and see if I can get some of the monsters there. And then in all likelihood on Thursday, we'll probably be back with, Rayman. It's very convenient for me that both of these games are on the PS3, because it means I can just leave the same thing hooked up the entire time. I like Beyonce. No, that's buoyancy. it's a good joke. Just thinking about it now, it's like, that's a good joke. Did you come up with that on the spot? Very clever. I admire people who can make good witticisms and like be witty. I feel like I never really learned how to be witty. I just ramble and sometimes make like funny voices. That's most of what my humor is. But as Oscar Wilde said, I could lie and say I did. There you go. I'll believe you. As Oscar Wilde said, the only thing worse than being witty is not being witty. The only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about. Very witty, Wilde, very, very witty. Alright, I'm looking for more monsters. Who else will take me on? I am Cowgirl MoeChicken. Fear my powers. Fear the concept of Cowgirl MoeChicken. A witty saying proves everything. Voltaire. So is that actually a quote? Or is the joke that if you just put a quote on the end of something, it automatically makes it feel more valid? You. Hang on. Bam. Bam. Gotcha. Bam. 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 I know it's very silly, but I really like the joke about like attributing quotes of like really mundane things to famous people. Like, I need to go to the bathroom, Albert Einstein or something like that. It's a trick quote. I'm quoting the American Pie movies. They were making fun of someone who often quoted Voltaire. Other monsters are around here, I suppose. That was lurks in the dark. Let's see here. I still can't get to that middle area. I guess I need like a red key to get in there. That was a big yawn. Held for racism? What's this? This game's still... Oh. Yep. That's not quite right. This game makes me wish Nintendo would do a genuinely new / traditional top-down Zelda game that plays like the oldies. The one they did last fall was fine, but it was so short and the gimmick was a bit of a letdown. You're talking about the Echoes of Wisdom? I think that was kind of an interesting idea. It didn't feel like a Zelda game, in my opinion. It felt like a puzzle game set in the Zelda universe. And I mean, I never finished it, And I think I stopped playing it because I didn't really find it that interesting. And it could also be kind of like, it could be kind of tedious in a lot of ways. I remember that too. Like, one of my favorite bits about that game was the way that it was kind of like, I sometimes thought of it as like a more active Pokemon, because I would, you know, oftentimes it made more sense to just like make a monster and then have Zelda stand in the background and let the monster take care of things. So it did actually make you sort of feel like a monster trainer, and I liked that part of it. But actually solving puzzles wasn't that much fun. You force yourself to finish it. Yeah. It also just really didn't have a very good mechanic for like swapping around the echoes. Like, I spent so much time in menus or just like scrolling through familiar echoes over and over again. I don't know. It was a good experiment. It was nice to see them branching out with something new. I liked that. But yeah, it wasn't super duper fun to play. All right, revive. Yeah, do it. Snake guy. Boop. 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 Yeah, I don't know. Again, I like that they were trying something new. I like the art style of Link's Awakening. Like the plastic toy art style. I thought it was fun. Super cute. But yeah, it just wasn't super duper fun to play. It also had just, like, frankly, way too many, like, side quests, if I remember correctly. Get in the book. Get in the book. You baboon viper. Which is a cool thing to say. I've never heard of that, but it sounds neat. Get in the book. 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 Oh, come on. Now I'm gonna lose at this rate. Do I have a potion? I don't think I do. No, I don't. Oh. Ugh. Ow. Hmm. Side quests weren't rewarding. Did literally all thinking that you would get some stuff that didn't even do that much with them. We're seeing the ending and being like, well, that's an extra 8 hours I could have saved getting here. Yeah. I don't know. I really do wonder what Nintendo is going to do with the next Zelda game. You know? Because I personally don't think I want another Breath of the Wild style game. I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were fine. I enjoyed them. But I don't want that to be the standard for the future. Because they just felt so... What's the word? They were huge time sinks, frankly. Like, they just took too long. Zelda Tears of the Crafting. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want that to become the Zelda experience from now on. But I don't know necessarily what I do want the Zelda experience to be. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure they'll figure something out. I wonder how many hits I have to do before this thing actually gets in the book. Get in the book. I may have to do all this on my own. Oh, come on. Get in the book. Blah. Okay, well. Weren't bad games, but they were huge departures and missed earlier Zelda structure with some amount of linear strong and area experience. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want... Like, it's already hard enough to finish games for me. I don't want a game that's going to be like 120 hours or something. Like, that's not... Like, I was thinking the other day, I've been playing Genshin Impact again. And Genshin Impact in my mind is sort of my version of when I think about people that watch One Piece. Like, One Piece is a show that has like 1,000 episodes or something in it. And whenever I hear about people that like One Piece, they tell me that they've been watching it for a long time. And it's sort of like that sunk cost fallacy where like you've been doing it for so long that you don't want to stop doing it, kind of thing. That's kind of how I'm about Genshin Impact, but I feel like if someone were to start, like, I would almost recommend people not start that game nowadays because it's too long. It's just too long. You could be playing that game for the rest of your life. And I don't want that out of games. I want to be able to see the end of games. I don't know. And maybe that's just me. Maybe that speaks to, you know, how I think about games, and maybe I'm just an old man or whatever, but I like to be able to see the credits. I like to be able to finish games. Like, I already get upset whenever a series on my channel lasts for too long. Like right now, we've got Hybrid Heaven, and it's up in the 20s. And every time I put one up, I'm a little uncomfortable because I'm like, oh, this has been going for 20 episodes? Who's going to watch this? I mean, I'll watch it. I like long series on YouTube, but that's mostly just because I put them on as a playlist and then do other things, you know? And most of the games I play are old. So, you heading out, Cyber? Yeah, I should probably call it. I'll go ahead and save and quit. Oh. That will be all for tonight. On Thursday, like I said, we'll probably be back on Rayman, because it's also fun. So I hope you'll come back and join me for that. I am MoeChicken. This has been 3D.Game Heroes, and thanks for stopping by.